A mass shooting at a country music festival on the Las Vegas Strip is now the largest in U.S. history. We have the latest updates.
Hugh Hefner is laid to rest in a private ceremony attended by his wife and children.
Plus more entertainment news today on People Now. Good morning, People.com and Facebook Live. Let's get right into the headlines today. We begin with this. We're bringing you updates to a story that broke overnight after a gunman opened fire on a country music festival in Las Vegas using a fully automatic weapon. We know now that more than 50 people have been killed and more than 200 were wounded in the shooting, making it the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Sheriff Joseph Lombardo confirmed the shooter is now dead, and police do not believe there are any other shooters involved in the incident. The gunfire started around 10 p.m. Sunday or 1 a.m. Eastern Time, just as singer Jason Aldean began his finale performance at the Route 91 Harvest Festival, the three-day country music event. These photos are of Aldean on the outdoor stage at the Luxor Hotel and Casino just moments before the gunfire broke out. Cell phone video taken by concert goers shows the confusion and terror as shots first rang out, with thousands of people crouching down to avoid the gunfire. We want to warn you, this footage may be difficult to watch. This is really horrific. Witnesses reported that the gunman continued to open fire on the terrified audience for up to 2 hours. People fled into nearby hotels, into the street, even onto a nearby airport runway to get to safety. Just a few hours ago, Aldean posted this Pray for Las Vegas photo on Instagram. In the post caption, Aldean confirmed that he and his crew are now safe, while also sending his prayers to those victims, saying, quote, "Tonight has been beyond horrific. I still don't know what to say, but wanted to let everyone know that me and my crew are safe. My thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved tonight," adding, "It hurts my heart that this would happen to anyone who was just coming out to enjoy what should have been a fun night." He followed that with the hashtag Stop the Hate. And Aldean's wife, Brittany, who was also at the music festival Sunday night and is 30 weeks pregnant, posted a message on her Instagram as well saying, quote, "No words for what happened, just horrific." Jake Owen, who performed at the festival just before Aldean took the stage, tweeted as well saying, quote, "I witnessed the most unimaginable event tonight. We're okay. Others aren't. Please pray." And following that up with another tweet describing his eyewitness account of the incident, he said gunshots were ringing off the stage rigging and road cases. No one knew where to go. Thank you, LVPD and responders, for keeping us safe. Police believe the shots were fired from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino on the Las Vegas Strip. It's located across the street from the Luxor. And just a little while ago, President Donald Trump tweeted his thoughts as well, said, "My warmest condolences and sympathies to the victims and families of the terrible Las Vegas shooting. God bless you." And guys, stay on People.com for all the latest on this story as it continues to develop. Hugh Hefner was laid to rest at a private funeral on Saturday, according to TMZ. His wife, Crystal Harris, key staffers, and his 4 children, Christy, David, Marston, and Cooper, were the only people who attended. The magazine founder was buried at Westwood Village Memorial Park in Los Angeles next to iconic actress Marilyn Monroe. Hefner, who died at the age of 91 Wednesday, purchased the plot 25 years ago for $75,000. Monroe, who passed away in 1962 at the age of 36, was featured on the cover of the first issue of Playboy in December 1953. Hefner said he scrapped together $8,000 to purchase old nude photos of Monroe to feature in the magazine. The photos were taken before Monroe became an international star. Hefner is buried among some of Hollywood's biggest names, including Natalie Wood, Farrah Fawcett, Truman Capote, Dean Martin, Zsa Zsa Gabor, and Rodney Dangerfield. Now move on to this. Watch.
You know what? It's so funny. I took a flight up here yesterday, and I was at security going through the airport, and they had to check my bag, look through my bag, so I had to wait for them to get it. And in the meantime, I met the loveliest lady who had like 3 kids with her, one a baby. And,
at the airport, going through.
She was trying to get her stuff together, and we just having a polite conversation. And I said, "You need me to hold that baby?" She was like, "Would you mind?" I'm like, "Give me the baby." So I held that baby while she got everything together with the 3 kids and stuff. And then her husband came through, and then he took the baby. Then another lady came through with 2 other kids, husband and a dog, and she's trying to get her boots on. I said, "You need me to hold that baby?" She was like, "Would you mind?" I said, "Give me that baby."
Airport mom, Queen
It was
Latifah.
so, I think I'm a natural at this thing.
Okay.
So it's just a matter of time. You'll know. You'll see him.
Nothing like some parenting practice in the airport, of all places. Looks like Queen Latifah is for sure ready to be a mom. The hilarious actress and singer opening up about her desire to expand her family and how she eventually wants to adopt. Watch.
I've always envisioned myself with a big family. I'm a late bloomer. You know, I'm a late bloomer with a lot of things, and, you know, nobody's perfect. I'm an overachiever in some ways and just like slow as molasses in other ways. But I think I kind of needed to grow and mature and get everything kind of taken care of with everything before I was able to really deal with it.
Yeah, and you've talked openly about maybe adopting, and you've even said
adopt.
It doesn't automatically mean adopting a baby. It could be an older child. Do you think it's something that needs awareness or attention?
I can't remember what network it's on, but it's a thing that happens every Wednesday. It's called Wednesday's Child, and it's like the news, whatever the news is, they'll show, you know, they'll do a little spotlight on a kid who is not a baby, who's, you know, maybe 10 years old and who needs to be adopted. And you see these wonderful, beautiful kids who need homes. And I gravitate towards that. So I don't feel a need to have a baby, you know, necessarily. It's really just about being able to me, it's the most unselfish thing you could do, to be a parent. It's not about you at all. You know, it's about what you can give, you know, to support this child growing into adulthood. And so it doesn't matter if it's a baby or, you know, a little toddler or a teenager for that matter, as long as, you know, they get to feel like they have a mother, they have a home, they have a family, and somebody who's there for them.
It was great to talk to Queen Latifah, and definitely a lot in store for her. Hey guys, we're going to be updating you more on that Vegas shooting as well as we continue with our regular entertainment news here on People Now.
Yes, first we're talking Queen Latifah she wants a baby. We're talking another couple that just had a baby in Star Treks. Of course, we are talking the Hill Stars. The Hill Stars, Heidi Montag and Spencer Pratt, have welcomed their first child on October 1st. The couple confirmed the news on Twitter, and the baby boy's name is Gunnar Stone. Very cute. The couple have been given a due date of October 14th. However, during one of Montag's last visits to the doctor on September 14th, the reality star learned that the baby may be arriving early, and she shared the updates on her Instagram stories, one of which saying, quote, "Stay in that belly, boy." Montag made sure to keep her Instagram followers up to date throughout her pregnancy, posting plenty of baby bump photos along the way. Pratt shared a thank you on his Twitter to a West Hollywood store for dropping off $27,000 worth of crystals at the birth. Talk about a lot of bling for a baby. An insider close to the couple, when they announced they were expecting, said they're beyond thrilled. Heidi has wanted this for a long time, and they're finally on the same page. They're so excited, and she's feeling good. Well, congrats to Heidi and Spencer. Well, Khloé Kardashian and Tristan Thompson sure know how to lean on each other. In a sweet social media story, Tristan adorably complained about being too full while leaning against his girlfriend's pregnant belly. He says, quote, "I ate too much," at the top of the video after previously documenting their dinner date with friends. And Khloé responds, "Your tummy hurts?" while rubbing the NBA player's chest. On Tuesday, people confirmed that Keeping Up with the Kardashian star was expecting her first child with Thompson. Khloé is one of 3 Kardashian-Jenner siblings expecting a child, and sources say the happy couple is absolutely thrilled about the baby news. And guys, stick around because in just a little bit, we're breaking down last night's season 14 premiere of Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which has even more Khloé and Tristan. And on to another happy couple. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle celebrated the end of the 2017 Invictus Games with a sweet smooch. On Saturday, the royal joined his girlfriend for the official closing ceremonies in Toronto, where the couple watched performances from Bruce Springsteen, Kelly Clarkson, Bryan Adams, and more. During the ceremony, Markle was spotted in a luxury box inside the stadium alongside her mom, Doria Ragland, and friends Marcus Anderson and Jessica Mulroney. The suit star looked extra stylish in a labeled trench coat, black Paige jeans, and Stuart Weitzman shoes. But it was her PDA with Harry that really caught our attention. After addressing the crowd and congratulating the athletes on a week well done, the royal joined Markle and her group in the box, where he showed plenty of PDA, cuddling extra close, and even planting an adorable kiss on her cheek. Of course, this isn't the first time the couple has showed off their love for the cameras. Early last week, Meghan and Harry made their official debut, walking hand in hand before watching the wheelchair tennis event on Monday. A fan sitting behind the couple noted the pair was, quote, "absolutely lovely and constantly laughing." Besides courting his lady, Prince Harry has been a very busy man lately. The royal met with several government officials throughout the week, such as former President Obama, Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and First Lady Melania Trump. Well, congrats, Harry, on all the successes at this year's Games. Helen Mirren and Jane Fonda came to Paris Fashion Week to strut their stuff. On Sunday, Mirren and Fonda walked the famous L'Oreal Paris fashion show, and the pair of 70-something beauties left it all on the Champs-Élysées runway, rocking chic, edgy, and sophisticated ensembles. 72-year-old Mirren dazzled in a buttoned coat and wide-legged trousers, playfully slinging a walking stick accessory over her shoulder. Since booking her first campaign with the beauty brand last October, the English actress has spoken out about the importance of older women celebrating their beauty, saying at the 2017 Cannes Lions Festival, quote, "It's about bloody time. I thought at last there's been a shift in the fashion and beauty industry. I'm talking about age and beauty, but also diversity." Meanwhile, 79-year-old Jane Fonda was the oldest model to walk the runway this Paris season, blowing air kisses and waving to the crowd in a tight tiger print dress from Balmain. At one point, Fonda even stopped to hug supermodel Naomi Campbell in the audience, showing off her very relaxed and fun approach to the gig. Although the actress does admit there was one fear she was glad didn't come true. Watch.
It was exciting. It's hard to believe that I just did that on the Champs-Élysées. I liked it very much, and I didn't fall over, so.
Yes, Jane, you worked it. All I know is we need way more of these two on the runway. Congrats, Helen and Jane. And those are your Star Tracks for today.
All right, guys, stay with us. We are recapping Sunday night's Keeping Up with the Kardashians, which has a very emotional Kendall Jenner opening up about that Pepsi commercial controversy. Plus, Rumer Willis is talking her new roomie. It's her mom, Demi Moore. Stick around for that story.
This is King Cutie in People. His Royal Highness Prince George Alexander Louis of Cambridge. These are George's parents, George's home, his Nana, the Queen, and his staff of 644 Englishmen. This is George's dog Lupo, who inspired his favorite book, The Adventures of the Royal Dog Lupo, one George will share now that he's a big brother. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Curb Your Enthusiasm is back on HBO. Season 9 of Larry David's hit comedy will have a slew of high-profile guest stars. Bryan Cranston is one of them. I talked to him while promoting his new movie, Last Flag Flying. You'll love how Cranston sums up his time on that set and his diagnosis for Larry David. Watch.
It is all improv, with the exception of Larry writes out a little outline saying, okay, in this scene, these 3 or 4 items need to come out. These pieces of information at some point need to come out. Go. And you just improv the entire thing. It was a joy. We laughed and laughed and laughed. And it's like the best experience, and the show is fantastic. And I get to play his therapist. I enjoy the mind of Larry David.
Anytime you want to get rid of me as a patient, just say, I've had enough.
Oh, dear God. And he needs a lot of therapy, that man. I suggest he goes into analysis, actually.
Okay.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift and Sarah Jessica Parker and Liam Hemsworth, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People. The details make the story.
Guys, in case you missed it at the top of the show, we wanted to bring you updates to a story that broke overnight after a gunman opened fire on a country music festival in Las Vegas using a fully automatic weapon. We know now that more than 50 people have been killed and more than 200 were wounded in the shooting, making it the deadliest mass shooting in U.S. history. Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Sheriff Joseph Lombardo confirmed the shooter is now dead, and police do not believe there are any other shooters involved in the incident. The gunfire started around 10 p.m. Sunday or 1 a.m. Eastern Time, just as singer Jason Aldean began his finale performance at the Route 91 Harvest Festival. It's a 3-day country music event. These photos are of Aldean on the outdoor stage at the Luxor Hotel and Casino just moments before the gunfire broke out. Cell phone video taken by concert goers shows the confusion and terror as shots first rang out, with thousands of people crouching down to avoid the gunfire. We want to warn you that this footage may be difficult to watch. Really horrible footage there, and witnesses reported that the gunman continued to open fire on the terrified audience for up to 2 hours. People fled into nearby hotels, into the street, even onto a nearby airport runway to get to safety. Now, just a few hours ago, Aldean posted this Pray for Las Vegas photo on Instagram. In the post caption, Aldean confirmed that he and his crew are now safe. while also sending his prayers to all the victims. Here's what the tweet said in part. Tonight has been beyond horrific. I still don't know what to say, but wanted to let everyone know that me and my crew are safe. My thoughts and prayers go out to everyone involved tonight. He added, it hurts my heart that this would happen to anyone who was just coming out to enjoy what should have been a fun night. He followed that with the hashtag #StopTheHate. And Aldean's wife, Brittany, who was also at the music festival Sunday night and is 30 weeks pregnant, posted a message on her Instagram as well. She said, quote, no words for what happened, just horrific. Jake Owen, who performed at the festival just before Aldean took the stage, tweeted as well. He said, quote, I witnessed the most unimaginable event tonight. We're okay. Others aren't. Please pray. Now, following that up with another tweet, he described his eyewitness account of the incident, saying gunshots were ringing off the stage rigging and road cases. No one knew where to go. Thank you, LVPD and responders, for keeping us safe. Police believe the shots were fired from the 32nd floor of the Mandalay Bay Resort and Casino on the Las Vegas Strip. It's located just across the street from the Luxor. And just a little while ago, President Donald Trump tweeted his thoughts as well. He tweeted, my warmest condolences and sympathies to the victims and families of the terrible Las Vegas shooting. God bless you. Guys, stay on People.com for all the latest on this story as it continues to develop.
This is Jennifer Aniston, who told People her beauty secret. It's called water. This is Julia Roberts, who confessed her $1 million beauty treatment. It's called sleep. This is Courtney, who escapes to the spa. And Michelle, who swears by good lighting. And this is Beyonce, who woke up like this. These are People's insider trading tips to beauty from the world's most beautiful. People. The details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
She's actually living in my apartment with me, and that's been really nice because even though we live 15 minutes apart in LA, just with our schedules and lives, we don't end up necessarily getting to spend that much time together. So it's been really lovely. Just we go out to dinner and hang out, and it's been really nice to have quality time.
What kind of roommate is she?
she's a great roommate.
Yeah.
She's actually really funny. I came back after a vacation and she had like moved some stuff around. I was like, Mom, what are you doing?
Like really getting comfortable here.
Yeah.
There's always the battle before I was married and it was just like roommates. There's always the battle of who can put up with the most like clutter. And the person who can't put up with the most is always the most annoyed. Who puts up with the clutter the best with you two? Who's the cleanest?
My mom is definitely clean. I mean, we're both pretty clean, but it's the first half of this season we've both kind of been in and out and traveling back and forth and even just trying to work and get the apartment furnished at the same time. So we're always kind of getting new things and things are getting returned. You know, it's a bit of a cluster right now.
I wouldn't mind having Demi Moore as my roommate. That's pretty cool. Rumer Willis and her famous mom are starring in this season of Fox's hit show Empire. When Willis stopped by to talk about her role as Tori Ash, a musician figuring out what sober life is all about, she opened up about her own sobriety and the media's misconception of it. Watch this.
My decision to become sober wasn't out of a need necessarily. It was more just that I did Sober January, and I just decided to keep going. I didn't really specify in my post, which was, wasn't necessarily intentional, but I wouldn't consider like saying that I had a substance abuse problem by any means, which I think people kind of take assumption to when you post something like that.
Right. Yeah.
I didn't say I was sober from anything. I could have been sober from like a food addiction or from like buying too many clothes or from relationships or whatever. But I think we're in this culture where we naturally presume and assume that, oh, if someone's sober, oh, you're okay.
You're dealing with something.
Yeah.
Right.
Like I remember like there was this whole huge like GMA story that I've secretly struggled with this like really intense like addiction, and I've like, how have I kept it hidden? I was like, I've kept it hidden because there's nothing like I haven't.
It's not a big struggle. You're just choosing not to partake in some of those things, and there you go. All right. Well, thank you for clearing that up.
Yeah.
When you make plans, God laughs.
Tristan and I, within the next 70 years, we will hopefully have kids together. And if not, it will just be him and I clubbing it up, rosé all day, living life on a yacht.
Rosé all day. What a time to keep up with the Kardashians, guys. The season 14 premiere of E's hit show is our Toyota People Pick of the day, and Sunday's episode addressed a few hot topics, starting with Khloé Kardashian giving her family and friends a glimpse into her increasingly serious relationship and life in Cleveland with her boyfriend Tristan Thompson. We know now that the two are expecting a baby, but the premiere episode was shocking for sisters Kim and Kourtney as it became obvious on their trip that Khloé has pretty much moved to Cleveland. Kim telling cameras, quote, "We really do miss Khloé, and just knowing that so much of her life is here in Cleveland is hard to accept. I'm definitely sad that Khloé is gone, but she and Tristan are really cute together." Meanwhile, on Sunday night's premiere, Kendall Jenner was forced to face the backlash from her controversial Pepsi commercial. The model was still reeling from the protest-themed ad, which the company pulled days later after being accused of trivializing the Black Lives Matter movement. Sister Kim, who's no stranger to controversy, gave Kendall some advice on the scandal, telling her all she can do is be real honest and that there's a light at the end of the tunnel. But during a confessional, Jenner broke down to cameras about the media backlash. Watch.
I would never purposely hurt someone, ever. And I would obviously, if I knew that this was gonna be the outcome, like, I would have never done something like this, but you don't know when you're in the moment, and like, it was the most, like, it was so, like, I just felt so stupid.
To keep up with the Kardashian controversies, relationships, and so much more, make sure to watch E every Sunday night at 9 p.m.
This is Jennifer Lawrence in People. This is Jennifer photobombing Taylor Swift, and Sarah Jessica Parker, and Liam Hemsworth. This is Jared Leto in People, photobombing Anne Hathaway, and Reese sneaking one in on Sophia and Joe. This is Dustin Hoffman, photobombing the dame herself, Judi Dench, proving that while we all love the fashion of the red carpet, it's people who steal the show. People, the details make the story. Don't miss this week's People.
Guys, thanks so much for tuning in today. Lots of prayers and support going out to everyone involved in Vegas. Be sure to check out everything on People.com for continued coverage on that event. Coming up tomorrow, we're talking to the one and only Dolly Parton, plus actress Patricia Heaton, giving us details on the final season of the hit show, The Middle.
Yes, thank you for watching. And for now, we leave you with one last thing from Rumer Willis. Enjoy.
Bye, guys.
Hey guys, I'm Rumer Willis, and this is One Last Thing. The last song that was stuck in my head is Chain Smoking by Jacob Banks.
Chain smoking your love can be good for my sanity.
The last time I was starstruck was at the premiere party and I met Queen Latifah. And the last big splurge was I took myself on a solo vacation to Tulum.